Hello once again, it is Baldy Chris having yet another crack in the quest for the finished gun. Just go straight into it. I'd like to offer a little bit of an explanation about what it's all about. Hopefully the name is self-explanatory, but I guess only if you've seen the preceding videos or have got any previous experience with Enter the Gungeon. So if you haven't got either of those things, let's give a little bit of an explanation for you. So the Enter the Gungeon is absolutely full of guns. Anything can be a gun. There's gazillions of them. Specifically that one there is the unfinished gun. There's also just as many items available within the game as well. Slowly but surely you'll unlock all of them. And once you have unlocked absolutely all of them, then you will have the unfinished gun replaced by the finished gun in your inventory, and effectively it's just a different way of terming a 100% completion of the game. Some games are like that. I've got the Platinum Trophy within the game, but that doesn't mean you've done everything that the game has to offer. Some games getting the 100% is what will grant you the Platinum Trophy. Other ones there's a little bit more to it. Weirdly, there was a game I once played called Tesla Grad, I think it was called, which was full of sort of magnet-based puzzles. Quite a good game actually, very, very tough. And within that game there was a set of scrolls that you would collect, 36 of them in total, and all there was trophies awarded basically just for collecting I think each of the trophies, or a certain number of trophies, a certain number of scrolls, or something along those lines. And once you'd got all 36 of them, you would get the Platinum Trophy. And you could do it without completing the game. There was a boss fight sequence towards the end of it, which I did manage to get to. Oh dear, got shot there a few times. But I just found it that a little bit too difficult to do. And I don't like leaving games unfinished, but I never actually finished that one, although I've got the Platinum Trophy. So this game is slightly similar. Not in terms of gameplay or anything like that, but just you can get the Platinum Trophy without reaching 100% completion within the game. Ouch. And I like the game well enough. Come back to it many times. I'm sure this is the game in all of history that I've put most time into. That was a slightly unfortunate way round to get the hearts there, so effectively just wasted half a heart. Not to worry. Battery bullets, that's a good addition. That was the starter item for the robot. Oh, there's the boss fight there. But yes, I decided I wanted to try and get all the things unlocked in the game, even though I'd achieved the Platinum Trophy. There were times when I was playing my way through the game that I felt that the Platinum would be out of my reach, because an awful lot of the trophies are dictated by doing things that are hard to do, involving multiple completions of the game. And in the early days, it didn't look like I was going to complete it once, never mind dozens of times. I don't know how many times I have actually completed. All I know for certain is how many times I've died, which is hundreds. So so I've got quite close to it, and unfortunately now, with only two things outstanding, they are both accessed through the rat fight, which is the rat's lair is a secret floor leading off the third floor of the Gungeon. So these videos are all going to be aimed at trying to get to and successfully complete the rat fight, and hopefully then pick up the missing two items. There's 4 items that you can get out of the rat fight. You can get them all at once if you're good enough, but I am not. So yeah, slowly but surely we're picking them off, and unfortunately, even though I've done it more than twice, I've had duplicate items the times that I have done it subsequently, so still looking for the 2 missing ones, but hopefully that'll change at some point, and it'll all get captured on video for you to see. And as I'm sure I've explained in previous videos, one of the key ways of actually getting to the rat fight is that you need to buy a Nord key, which costs 115 shell casings, the currency within the game, of which we've only got 24 presently, you can see up in the top left. So it does rather mean that you need to forego other things within the game, certainly other purchases, trying to ensure that you save enough money for buying that key. So unless we get some key drops coming our way, it is unlikely we'll be opening chests on this particular floor. And I'm starting to wonder, rather than going from scratch every time as the makers of the game intend you to do, whether it wouldn't be slightly more sensible to try and get a save file, which would likely be coming off the second floor, so I don't think there'd be an opportunity to save otherwise, so close to the rat fight, where we're in a decent position so that I can save scum the save file, keep reusing it. You're only supposed to be able to use the save data once, but there are ways in which you can do it, involving either uploading your data to the cloud or onto a USB stick. What have we got in here? Oh, it's Kersula, and she will be selling some cheap stuff that's halfway decent. You can afford to buy the Elder Blank. The Elder Blank is not a bad purchase, although it's an item I keep forgetting to use, and tend to use the regular blanks rather than the Elder Blank itself, which is a rechargeable item. But yes, I was thinking with a save file that I can revisit and put myself closer to the rat fight than a fresh start every time, it might speed the process along. Ooh, I missed the fireplace there. That was poor. There we are, fireplace is out. The reason I'm doing this is to unlock the oubliette, which is the secret level that leads off the first floor, and the reason for wanting to go to the oubliette is to increase the chances of getting the 115 shell casings, since we're not in a terribly strong position for them just yet. But yeah, if it is possible to start closer to the rat fight, ideally with, you know, hopefully good health, good set of weapons and so on and so forth, then it might be just that little bit easier to get the practice in at the rat fight and get better at it, get a few more successful completions of it, and then hopefully get the missing items that are eluding me so far. I don't think it's not cheating, I don't think. It's not the way the makers of the game would intend you to do it. That's, having said I want to get good health, just been hit and therefore missed the opportunity to get a master round and a health upgrade. So maybe this particular run isn't going to be the basis of a save scum. Had been going quite well up to that one hit, especially considering I'm taking this on with the start pistol. There's a second hit as well, but he is just about dead. Third hit, right as I say that. Okay, so no health upgrade, health not in a strong position at all. We'll get to top it up a little bit. Not quite back to the starting position. We've got the pulse cannon, which is a decent enough weapon. Not fantastic, but decent enough. Okay, unfortunately we haven't had any keys drop. We've only got the one key that we started the level with. None appeared after the boss fight, none appeared during the run itself. So yeah, I don't think we'll be safe scumming off this one. Even just buying a key in the shop, which we will be able to do, is going to deplete our cash reserves quite considerably, but there's no other way of getting to the oubliette other than having the key, so I guess that'll be what we have to do. Haven't seen any sign of a secret room so far, which is cracked walls is what we're looking for. Or walls that crack when they're being shot. I've been through most of the usual suspects. Try the shop, which is usually my fourth and often last port of call. I'm going to pick another room, just almost at random to see whether it is in there. It's not impossible it's this room. Not impossible, but as it turns out, not that room. So yeah, we're certainly not looking to be in great position at the minute. We'll go back and buy the key in a second just so we can get to the oubliette. Just going to junk the 2 chests and see if there are any possibility of getting something slightly more worthwhile out of them. No, just 2 junk, which is... I mean, it could be worse. They could have blown up and offered absolutely nothing whatsoever, but that's really not a good result. RN Jesus is not smiling on me right at this very moment. So, cash reserves is 21. That means we need to get 50-ish shell casings on both the oubliette and the second floor itself in order to have enough for the Nord key, which is perhaps a little tight. It should be doable, but probably only just. Typically, the most you can expect to get on any floor is about 50 to 60 shell casings. Let's use the pulse cannon a little bit. You can sometimes get more. There's a gold shell casing that equates to 50, which gets thrown out every so often. Not terribly often, but hoping it makes an appearance on this run. Would definitely be beneficial since not very much else has gone our way so far. Yeah, the pulse cannon is doing quite well. It does take quite a long time to reload. It's alright if you're out of combat at the time, but all the reloads seem to take an eternity when you're being shot at. That's close. Don't like those veteran shotgun kin at all. They're tracking shots. There we go, that's what I'm talking about, a long reload. Okay. Is that the first? No, it's not the first item we've had dropped. We did have some hearts drop early on in the first level, didn't we? Ooh, this is Flint, I believe his name is. Who's a little talking lock, and he sells things for keys rather than for cash. However, we haven't actually got a key. Buying one is almost certainly going to scupper the quest to get 115 in shell casings. And to be honest, none of his items there are particularly enticing, so I don't think we'll be looking to purchase any of those this time round. If we do get keys, I'll be using them to open chests and hope we get some slightly more useful items than what we've got so far. I've got caught in the doorway there, which I do all too often. You know it's going to happen, but you can't quite extricate yourself from the situation, or at least I can't. Oh, that's unfortunate. So that's a synergy chest, which could have been quite nice, but it was on a fuse. So, and we didn't have a key to open it, so choices there were to just blow it up. Now, while that might have looked like it was just junk that came out, it was actually Sir Junken. So things are potentially looking up, because Sir Junken is now a little ally, because we already had 2 junk. He's got some minor strength attributes, so he will actually help us out in fights. And if we manage to get more and more junk, he'll become more and more powerful. I think when we get 6 junk items in addition to himself, he will sacrifice himself for us. So if we die, then he'll resurrect us, which is always nice. And unlike the clone, you don't go back to the beginning; you just carry on from where you were. If you get 7, he becomes extremely powerful and aggressive. Oh, there's a full heart drop. That's also helpful. Puts us back finally to 3 full hearts, the starting point of the game. Yes, when he's on his final form, with the 7 pieces of junk, he goes and deals a lot of damage and basically just wins the game for you. Oh my god, that was a rubbish hit. So yeah, it might be worth making a point now of trying to junk chests in the hope that we can build his attributes up rather than trying to actually get new items for ourselves. Bit of a juggling act, as is so often the case with Gungeon. You can't do both things. I would like some better weapons, or some more weapons than we have at present, and the best way to get those would be out of chests. But the only way to get junk is by junking chests. So do we open them? Do we junk them? Strictly speaking, I suppose, with the intent to get to the rat fight, it is unlikely we will find another 5 pieces of junk to get Sir Junkin up to his full strength. And as such, it might actually be better to open the chests rather than destroy them. See what items come out. Okay, you can just avoid all the traps in that room by just walking out the bottom. If you're going to have a trap room, it's always best to have an easy trap room, I think. There we are, there's a key. So we can open a chest, although having a key and destroying a chest makes it a little bit more likely that you'll get junk out of it, since you're clearly doing it by choice rather than necessity. And otherwise it could blow up and be nothing, or generate hearts, half a heart rather than the junk item. I see Sir Junkin so infrequently, I am now tempted to actually get junk. So there we are. So he's powered up a little bit more still. And it was only a blue chest there, they're not super great. Probably let Sir Junkin take care of them. So long as he can catch them. There we are. Collaborative effort there. And the old finances are looking reasonably well on track for the 115. So yeah, that's another thing about Gungeon is you think you're doing well, and it can just turn on a dime and lead to a sort of a messy death, or you can think you're not doing too well and somehow your luck just suddenly turns. So I think I uploaded a boss rush video a little earlier tonight, and that was looking very, very shaky in some places, but to my surprise, I pulled the flawless out of the bag against the kill pillars, which is most unusual for me. Rescued what had been very, very dire health going into it, and then got given the black hole gun, which made the next level fairly straightforward indeed. I did say we'll probably get a flawless victory with the black hole gun, and then failed to do so. But it did get a victory nonetheless. So yeah, that's... Who's to tell? This run started off not looking great. It is now looking a bit better. Maybe not fantastic, but quite a bit better, certainly. I thought I was just about gonna get a kill shot in on there, on the Blobby Lord there before it disappeared. Not quite, but there we go. Wasn't like he was going to escape for long. Hoping we've got an ammo refill come up there. No. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Got a new weapon at least. Which, effectively now we've got the robot's starting position. Oh, actually no, we haven't. The robot's starting weapon is the robot's right hand. What we've now got is the robot's left hand. Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah, we blew up the synergy chest and got Sir Junkin and then deliberately destroyed the other chest. I'll have a very quick look for secret rooms, then I'll go get the old crest. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be in either of the chest rooms. Where's the exit room? Yeah, I mentioned earlier about trying to do a save scum. That little button there would be the way to do it. And no, I still don't think I want any of his items. They're just not good enough. And yeah, there's nothing. He really hasn't got a great deal for sale at all, has he? Does he have a secret room? No, he doesn't. Okay, well, we've got one blank left. Might as well set it off somewhere. And just a very vague hope of finding a secret room. I've tried there. I thought I heard the audio cue there, but clearly I didn't. Okay, second floor it is then, and let's actually get in the lift rather than go back into the rest of the oubliette. And yeah, we'll set about trying to get the remainder of the 115 credits. Now, ideally we could try and keep the old crest intact as well, so we can open up another secret floor. Although that secret floor doesn't really help us get to the rat fight. It might do, indirectly. Can't use it as a means to get extra cash, because we need to buy the key before we'd be able to. Yeah, the key is before the secret floor. So at most you get 3 levels to build up that 115 cash. Okay, yeah, it picked up some extra armour there, but it still keeps the old crest on the outside of your armour, so if you do take a hit, it's still the old crest that goes. Caught in the doorway again. There we are. I was rather hoping to get that chain reaction a little earlier and have the guy that does the buffing get blown up in the resulting explosions. So it would stop him buffing, but they're all gone for the time being. Okay, so we've got a blocked entrance to the shop there, and then the Lost Adventurer, but he's behind a locked door, which is slightly irritating. Okay. If we need to get in the shop, we're going to have to go through this trap room, I would think. I'm going to try exploring down the other exit first of all, though. Okay. Yeah, doing pretty well for armour at the moment. Okay, and yeah, I still want to try and build up Sir Juncan, if possible. There we are, another piece of junk. So he's getting stronger still. That's 4 pieces of junk that have been put into him. So he's a good companion at the moment, but it's only towards his latter stages that becomes very, very good. Okay, there's the boss fight. The reason I'm avoiding the trap room is that it's so easy to take a silly hit against the traps and lose the old crest. And you know, if possible, would like to try and keep it intact, just to leave the option of visiting that floor open. Okay, so we're pretty much on the verge of getting the 115 shell casings. Ooh, that was close. Another key. Don't know if that makes it twice as likely to get junk out of a chest or not. I suspect not. Let's see. There's some more junk. So is that 5 now? Yes, it is. So one more and he can actually save our life. And with the way I play, maybe that'd be the most useful form to have him in. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do that trap room, aren't we? And it must be the case that the altar room comes off the shop, since we haven't encountered it at all otherwise yet. Let's see, I'm trying to work out, would it be, is there a way to, I can't avoid that central platform. I'm going to have to go through that central platform to get to the other side of this room. Oh no, that was a silly one. And that was just as silly, but never mind. Okay, so we're not going to that particular bit of secret floor. See why I was avoiding it. Okay, let's buy the Nord key. And I don't know really why I'm looking at the contents of the shop. There is no way we'll ever have enough money to buy any of the rest of the things on offer there. Sort of begs the question, where is the damn altar room? It must be behind the Lost Adventurer. Which is one of those things you wish you knew earlier on. There we are. So that is a setup I've not seen before. Very peculiar. But having been at the locked door quite some time ago, we could have taken the crest in with no real bother at all. However, we've now fully mapped the place out, so he's going to give us something. Now, if you're playing in rainbow mode, Bowler won't let you take this, which implies it's handed over in a chest, but I don't think you ever actually see the chest. Okay, homing bullets. There we are. So, had there been an actual chest, it might have been worth attempting to destroy it. But there isn't, so we can't. So, I guess it's just taking on the boss fight now. Oh, I'm going to open that doorway. I just don't like seeing them still marked off as blocked on the map. As pointless as that is. Right, who's the boss? Oh, Ammo Conda, so... I was going to say limited chances of getting a flawless, but the game has beaten me to that by doing a doorway hit as well. And making the point for me, a second hit there as well. God. I said earlier, didn't I, that the fortunes can change on a dime in this game. So it was looking quite good when we had 4 pieces of armour. It's twice he's gone into that doorway, it's really odd. Maybe it wasn't quite so odd when I was actually there. Oh, we'll run out of ammo there as well. That's definitely unhelpful. Cornered as hell, and of course yet another hit. Looks like we're about to take the snake down at least. Or are we? Has he just managed to buff himself again? There we are. Made heavy work of that. And why weren't you helping me, Sir Junkin? Honestly, you should be pretty much taking that down by yourself now. And we've got a weapon I don't particularly like. But yeah, that sends ships off all around the place, and then when they reappear in your line of sight, I think it's somebody shooting at me rather than my own bullet. Okay, well, we can't go to the secret floor. It looks very much like we will just be checking for secret rooms here, all but out of ammo, to be honest. Is that a secret room? Oh, I haven't got any blanks left to find out for sure. Did seem to be a cracked wall, didn't it? Don't suppose we've got enough to buy a blank. Maybe from Kershler, but not at the full shop price, no. And have we got anything we can sell to him? Yes, we sell the Corsair. Would that grant enough to buy ammo for the gun I was liking and the blank? I mean, since I dislike the Corsair so much, I'm just going to try selling that. If I can remember how to actually drop it. I've remembered. So it's a synergy. What's it got synergy with? Oh, just with the gunslinger, of course. Duh. That was an incredibly pikey amount to give us, don't you think? Oh, you massive troll. Right, okay. Let's buy the blank and see if that suspect crack in the wall actually was a crack in the wall. It was. And I suppose I could junk the chest rather than open it. Still got a key. Decisions, yeah. Let's try junking it. Okay. So yes, you can see he's now taking on this angelic appearance and his white outfit. So that is where he will now he comes very much rushing to our defence now and lets off blanks in the event that we actually do die, which is always a possibility with me. He will save us from that grisly fate. One more bit of junk and he'll become very powerful as an attacker, but loses the ability to resurrect you. So it's again a decision to take. Which way do you go with it? Okay, so looking out for rats on the floor to actually find the entrance to the rat fight. There he is. He's let off some blanks there already. And I didn't see any rats in there. Would also be looking out for some ammunition, since I'm on the verge of having to go back to using the starter pistol here. And another chest would certainly be helpful to Junk and get Sir Junken up to his final form, which would only be the second time I've ever done it. Okay, I'm going to take the furthest door simply because chest rooms tend to be a little more outlying. Blank certainly saved me, Junken, thank you. Some health in reserve at least if I do take a silly hit. We've got the shop where there isn't any ammunition for sale, which would definitely be outside of our current cash total as well. Literally one shot left on this thing. Brilliant. Okay, well, exactly as that happens, some ammo appears. Only half a refill, but 60 is better than none. Okay, there are the rats on the floor. So Junken unable to help us out there because he can't cross the gaps. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. Exactly as I say that, he goes and crosses a gap. Oh, I see, he's chasing after this guy over here. Yeah, it looked like he crossed the gap. He never actually crossed the gap to get up close and actually attack any of those guys, but... Oops. Okay, we did see the rats early, didn't we? And then not actually open up the rat hatch. Very poor gameplay. Where were they? Was it in here? No. Did see. I'm not imagining this, am I? I'm not seeing the telltale dust clouds anywhere. Or was it the room beneath this one? Yeah, yes it was. Oh god, I was really starting to doubt myself there. Yes, it would have been far more sensible to do that. At the point I noticed that it was the hatch room. Okay, don't need to look out for that anymore. Do need to save some resources for it though, which is something else I'm definitely guilty of, is forgetting that it's not just the Nord key that you need to get into it. That was another silly hit. Yeah, I need a regular key as well, which we've got. I need to keep those two blanks intact as well. Okay, where are the chest rooms? Go on, Sir Junkin, good boy. Right, there we are. Okay, finally a chest room. So this should be enough now to get the last bit of junk that's needed to fully power up Sir Junkin. Yes, it is. So you should now see what Doc Brown would call some serious shit. Hopefully, anyway. And also means the next chest, because once he's reached this level, you can't improve on him at all. The best thing that could happen at this point is to pick up a baby good mimic and get a second one. I suspect that's a little bit unlikely, but you never know. So yeah, whatever chests are left will be ones that we can open and take the contents for ourselves, rather than junking them all. See, he gets pretty powerful at this stage. Yeah, he doesn't go continuous about it. He seems to sort of have a little frenzy, then take a rest. What have we got there? Is that the Jolter? Yes, it is. And I can't remember exactly what that does. Jolts things, presumably. Okay, we must be getting close to the boss fight now. Oh, let's get the spare health out of there since it was running a little bit low. Oops, nearly missed the exit there. It is indeed the boss fight. So, yeah, let's rely on the Jolter and hopefully Sir Junkin to do a lot of damage for us and maybe even come away with a flawless. I've got to try to remember to not use the blanks, however tempting it might be. Okay, no flawless. Okay, I can at least top up on the health at least, although I'd far rather have more than 3. Unity's not a bad effort. That will, I think that combines the power of all the weapons that are held. So Yeah, I was saying earlier about trying to do a save scum. This run is now looking worthy of save scumming, except that if I use the 3rd floor lift button to save, when you restart the game you come in on the 4th floor. Meaning we would have missed the entrance to the rat fight, and it is of course the rat fight that I want to get into. Hopefully we're in with a reasonable shout for it now. Oh god, has he got blanks in the shop? He must have. Did I say he must have? He doesn't have to have them. He does? Right, okay, we found a secret room, which was in that one, wasn't it? There's lots of stuff in there, unfortunately. You have to be semi-selective about this because we still need another key as well. Right, what does that note say? So I don't think I've seen that before. Right, okay, we need to keep one key back to actually get into the rat hatch. That one is a freebie. Oh, it's given us a key back as well. That's sort of made life a little easier. So we can open all of these chests now. Actually, let's pick up the weapon while we're there. It's only the pea shooter, but the Unity will at least use the power of the pea shooter in conjunction with whatever weapon we choose to use instead. Got the Tetris gun, which I don't like a great deal, but again, the power of it is gonna get added in. And silver bullets. Okay, that's not a bad little setup, all told. So, prefer more ammo than that. I think we use the Jolter as the main one. Switch between Jolter and Robot's left hand, and that should be enough to get us through the rat's lair. And we've got 2 blanks, a regular key and a rat key, so we can actually get in as well. And let's not forget fully powered Sejunken. Yeah, as well as being a hard level and a hard boss fight, it's just really quite hard to actually access this floor at all. It's probably the hardest of the secret floors to get to. Possible exception of the Abbey, where you need to keep the old crest intact, because getting the old crest isn't necessarily all that difficult to do if you're an experienced player, but even an inexperienced player can run into a bit of bad luck and just take a sneaky hit, like a trap room leading up to it or something along those lines. But yeah, this one's got definitely quite a high bar to enter. So off we go. My usual pattern for this floor: right, left, down, left, left. I really want Sejunken to do to mess up any enemies that get in our path. Where's the jammer guy? Okay. Right. Bloody jammer guy again. Okay, that's the 2 rights. Can't actually pick that up. Right, left. Okay, Sejunken doing us very proud here. And down, left. heart health. That's no good in this room. And maybe didn't get the second of those chance skins. Okay. Empty room is absolutely one of the the most desired outcomes in the rat maze. So health that can't be used, but ammo that definitely can be used. Right, okay. Now in theory, I believe it's possible to kick these hearts into the rat fight and be able to potentially pick them up at a later stage. I don't think I've ever been able to successfully manage it, but no reason not to try having the most fighting chance possible, given that the 3 hearts we're going in with is really not likely to be sufficient. Oh, I think one of them might have gone in there, the second one got kicked back out. There, maybe not, we will see. A hit early on, which is not helpful. Second hit, third. Come on, Sir Juncan. Okay, get off that poison. Right. I don't know that I'm good enough to stay alive with just one bit of heart health there, but we can but try. Half a heart. No, God, that's annoying. Right. Oh well. My misplaced ambition. Yep. Okay. Well, once again, thank you for watching. I really thought that was a pretty solid setup that we had going in there, apart from the sheer low levels of the health for missing out on all the flawless victories against the bosses. So again, thank you for watching. There will be another episode in the ongoing quest for the finish gun. I'll see you there. Bye bye.